Let us talk about this 85% and 15%. 85% of the population of this planet, of this earth, if you have not seen this with your own eye, not these eyes, because these two eyes are deceiving, but this eye will always tell you exactly what's going on, and that is your pineal gland. If you can't see, that means you have no sense. That means you think of nonsense. You don't have no common sense because you don't know what common law is. Common is natural. Natural is law. Common law is natural. So therefore it's natural law. So if you don't have no common sense, you are not natural, meaning that you are unnatural. Means you don't belong to nature. Though you can walk, talk, spit, shit, and do all this other stuff, doesn't mean that you have a soul. Doesn't even mean that you have a mind. It just means that you were just a walking zombie and not even knowing it just yet. But 85% of this planet is zombified, demonic, humanoid, copycat, demo. You know what a demo is? A copycat. So when we see folks out there doing what they're doing, for an example, we come up with a good dance, who comes back and copies it? We come up with the hottest track, who comes back out and copies it? We go ahead and do what we need to do, who comes out and do what we do? So now, it's not about worship, sun worship. That's bullshit. Because sun worship is worship, if you know what I mean. Like those damn ships that came over here and started dealing with us and bringing us, to places where we not supposed to be. Warship, you get it? Battleship, warship. So you worshiping, you are battling against your very self. Sunship, warship is the exact same thing. It's those damn ships. So this 85% of the planet is zombified and not knowing it, like I said before. So this 15%. So what about that 5% they keep on talking about? Is that part of the 15%? No. That 5% is part of that 85%. That 10% is also part of that 85%. But that 15% is separated from that 85%. So, if you can't see it like that, then that means something's going on with this right here. Shut down, classified. Just like those Nazis who can't see. So, ask yourself, are you natural or are you unnatural? And if you're natural, then how come you can't seek mother? You always put father first. And let's talk about father first one more time again, like I did in the last few videos. Why is religion always putting father first and not the mother? Why are we always talking about kids? K-I-D-S. Kid backwards is dick. Kids are dicks. Tricks are for kids. Tricks are dicks. Trick or treat. You get it? So, again, religion always put the father first because it's always talking about male, male, male. His story, history, his story. Always him, him, him. Why is he the first to go out there and show you how big his penis is? How insecure is that? Why are they walking around always talking about you dickhead and all this other shit? Because they are a walking penis with 2 feet and fur on their head. That's the 85% part, at least. So let's stop talking about all this nonsense and let's go back to common sense. Let's not argue, because arguing is you get madder and madder. You're not matter at all if you get madder and madder. Does nature argue at you? Think about that for a moment. Oh yes, there's storms, there's rain and all this other stuff. But that's natural. You see what I mean? She's just doing what she needs to do because, hey, that's what she does. She's a mother. And that's the earth. If you can't see that, then you're not natural. You're unnatural. The unknown, for an example. Unknown. UN. Unnatural known. Knowledge in nature. Unknown, unnatural knowledge of nature. 85%. So why are you arguing? Why are you fussing and fighting? Just like Bob Marley said, fussing and fighting. Why are you fussing and cussing? Because you don't know where you come from. If something is out there for you, it's for you to learn and to know who you are. Know thyself. If you don't know yourself, then you have unknown knowledge. 85%. Think for one moment, people. And I'm just saying that in basic terms. Why is every time either I or someone else comes and talks to you about a truth that is unknown, why you fuss and cuss, argue? 85%. Why not stop, sit down on your fat ass and think and see what someone is trying to tell you? Why argue over nonsense? No sense. Nonsense is no sense. No common sense. 85%. Here we are over here on this planet learning from education. Go to colleges, elementary schools, and all these other things. When you sit down and think about it, if they can't build the pyramids, then what kind of damn education are you really getting here? Yeah, it's to benefit them because it's he who makes the money that controls the planet. Think about that. So he is only going to allow you to know what he wants you to know because he don't want you to know who you really are. So he's going to give you some education. You're going to be blessed. Or should I say, be less. So be less is blessed. Cursed. By history. History. Why is your life a mystery? Because of history. His story. Seek you to know you. Go back to nature. And stop arguing over this 85 and 15%. What really matters is for you to sit down and think. Go in that Captain Caveman mind of yours. Scratch that noggin that you have on your neck. Scratch it real hard. Because some shit's going to happen. And when it does, hasta la vista, baby. Just like Arnold Schwarzenegger's. So now, I'm done here. If you know who I was, you would take heed. 13 Ashe, Hashem. 13 respect to all my brothers and sisters out there. Sun children, be ready to rise. The mothership is here, baby.